Welcome back to another video. Hope you are having a great day. And today we are going to answer a question that I get asked a lot, which is it worth it to invest in one of these devices to keep our house clean? And do these vacuum cleaners actually work, or it's just marketing and they don't do their own job? And if by the end of the video you feel that you are a right person to invest in one of these devices, regardless of the brand, I will leave some links down below so that you can check out these three models that I've got here and also the reviews that we did, because there are differences between them and some features that are really interesting when you are on the market for a vacuum cleaner such as this. That being said, let's go straight for it. Let's start with the reasons not to buy one of these devices. And the first one, in my opinion, is the house itself. We might have not enough room on a house because it is a small house with a bed and a few more things, and basically that is it, and it's totally fine, but probably not the environment for one of these. Or we can have a large house full of furniture, a lot of couches, small tables, big tables, a lot of chairs, things to display other things. A lot of furniture just means that there will be a lot of limitations, and in those cases, usually these kind of devices will not be at their fullest potential, and our expectations will not be demanded, and we will be disappointed, not with one brand in particular, but with the overall technology in general. And if you are watching this video on your Windows 10 or 11 computer and you still haven't activated and can't even edit your desktop icons, don't forget to check out CDKEysales.com, where we can find budget official OEM keys at an affordable price, and with the coupon code that you can see on screen and down below on the video description, it will get even cheaper. The other reason has to do with our own organization of the objects on our house. So if we have on our house a lot of shoes hanging there, a lot of socks, a lot of clothes overall, and it's a mess, then sorry to say that your problem is not one of these. You need to pay more attention to the organization of your house. And this doesn't mean that my house is perfect. I don't believe that there's such a thing. So every single one of us will have a different kind of level in terms of organization. And this is not a bad thing, because in a couple of minutes I will share with you why one of these will be a motivational factor to improve that. But if you are not willing to change a little bit, just in case you are organized, I'm not saying that you are, but if you are and you are not willing to change that disorganization of your house, then these will not work, because they will get stuck in a sock here, in a court shoe right over there, in something else right over there. Even if they are really smart, as we have seen the latest models, that they even will try to jump from the cables that we have on the floor. But this will be a failed experience, so I wouldn't invest in this particular case. Now, why would I invest in one of these? For example, if I want to spend more time doing things that are actually useful to me and that gives me pleasure, and I don't want to spend time doing a routine which is really boring and useless to us, this is, in my opinion, the best first factor to invest in one of these, especially to do those cleanings that we can predict that will happen. For example, I do have breakfast every day at X hours, so I can predict that this device will clean at Y hours, and that task will be done every single day, twice or three times per day, depending on the schedule that we have. So a great example is the kitchen. We need to clean the kitchen every single day, or actually we should clean the kitchen every single day, so that when the day comes that we need to do a deeper clean, that deeper clean will be much softer, and we will have every single day our floor cleaned. Another reason that I would strongly suggest this is for someone that has pets, either cats or dogs. And in my personal experience, I've had cats in the past, and at this moment I don't have any pets, but I do know a lot of people close to me that have pets. Cats and dogs, and those small hairs that they will leave naturally will just stay on the floor, and usually they go under the couches and things like that, so they will accumulate, and we need to pay attention to that so that we have a healthy environment. So for someone for pets, this is a must. Lastly, if we want to have our house, as we saw before, not disorganized but completely organized, because in an inconscient way, when we have one of these devices at home, we want to take full advantage of it because it was an investment and we want to have the full potential of the device. What happens is that I will have my house more organized. It will be cleaner, it will be without the shoes there. And it's not only me. Probably what's going to happen is that I'm going to transmit this idea to others. Hey, don't leave that there, don't leave that there, because the robot cleaner will get stuck there or stuck there. And this will be something that on a household will work, and it will be great for everything. The house will be more organized and it will be cleaner because one of these will do a great job. And you might be thinking that, hey, you are joking, and I'm not. It's like using something like this to be able to motivate me to do a little bit more sport, because I know exactly that today I didn't walk enough, so probably when I finish this video it's time to do some more effort. The same with power consumption. As long as we know what we are consuming, we will be careful enough, because we know these lamps will consume 50 watts each, which at the end of the day is X in terms of euros or dollars. The same with our weight. When we have a balanced weight, we know that we have more kilos or less kilos. So if I have more, probably I need to lose a few. So although this sounds like something that I'm joking about, I'm not. I truly believe, because that's exactly what I do feel when I do schedule and plan everything so that it does its own job. I do make sure that things are organized. If I don't have, probably I will miss a spot there and a spot there. Shoes, sneakers. And if we feel that we fit on this profile and we want to invest in one of these, I would suggest a few factors to have in mind before purchasing, regardless of the brand. And that first factor is the budget. Which budget am I able to spend for this one? Once we have that out of the way, it doesn't matter the budget that we have, that's something personal to each one of us. I would strongly suggest, when you do your budget, to have in mind, either at the moment of the purchase or later on, to select a system with a docking station. I've got two examples here, links down below. This one doesn't have, but almost any brand at this moment has a docking station. This will be a must, because one of the factors that we want one of these is to remove boring tasks that we don't want to do. And believe me, one like this is great without the docking station, but once I do feel that I need to clean him at least once a week, and with these kinds of devices I don't, only 2 months or 3 months, and I don't need to clean, I just need to remove the bag, throw it away and put another one here, then that will make a huge difference. So if you can't afford a kit, make sure that when you are purchasing your vacuum robot, that it has available docking station that you can purchase later on. Now, another thing that we should have in mind as well is the suction power. For example, this one here has 3000 Pascal, this one here 4000, and this one 5400. So this is a number that you should pay attention, because the stronger it is, the better. But the suction power doesn't do anything by its own. We can have a lot of suction power, but if that smart robot is not that smart, then that suction power will just be on a corner or stuck right over there. So the other thing that I would suggest to take a look, besides the suction power, is also the behavior of that robot cleaner. Now, we have seen, especially with these newer models, that will do everything to avoid cables, and besides that they also have a mapping system which is really smart. They will detect furniture, they will detect debris, they will detect limitations. They also have on the app options that we can place in virtual walls and forbidden areas. We can even put in the app, here there's a carpet, so when you go there, please do not wash it with water. So all these details at the end of the day will make a difference on our expectations and on the final results. There's also a few features that some of them have and others don't, which is the multi-mapping. For example, the Tapo, which was the last one that we saw, it does have a feature where I can map this floor, the floor above, and the other floor. Actually, I can map 4 floors, which is great. not perfect, as I said on my review, link down below. But if you have an house like I do with a basement, with the ground floor and the first floor, then this might be a good option because it gives me the freedom to have multi-map. Also, the expectations on our carpet, which is probably the most difficult area where they will be vacuuming. Now, they are doing a great job, especially these newer models that will have a more suction power when they feel that they are on a carpet. But for example, if I take sand, beach sands to that carpet, I can't expect that one of these devices with this kind of power will do that. Actually, probably I can't even expect for a full-fledged vacuum cleaner with a lot of power to take that sand. Probably I will need to grab my carpet and then beat it with a broomstick or something like that. But the expectation is the problem and not the device itself. Lastly, to wrap this up, and in my opinion, one of the most important factors has to do not only with the purchase moment, but our planning, our scheduling, because I can have the best vacuum cleaner at home, robot vacuum cleaner, but if I don't plan ahead and if I don't do a smart scheduling, then they will not just work. If I want to have that spot clean, but if I only remember now, it's too late, because now it's a action for a manual cleaner and not for something that we can schedule and plan. So I would suggest to spend a little bit more time and focus at least the first few weeks, first few months by scheduling the tasks that you want to do, because when you arrive and you see the spot, it will be clean because we planned ahead. I know that I had my breakfast at 9. I know that he can clean at 10 o'clock because I'm not at home. It's not bothering me. Those kind of situations, I believe that all together will make the success or failure of our purchase and also our experience with one of these. And that being said, I hope that you enjoyed the video. Hope that you found some value on the video that helped you out. I would love to hear your feedback down below. It doesn't matter if you already have a vacuum cleaner or not. If you have, then great. Leave your comment down below. Do you love the vacuum cleaner that you have? Do you hate this kind of things? Let us know so that we can share with all of our community right over here. And for those that are on the fence to purchase, can decide better, not only by my words and my experience, but also from the community, which is the best thing that we have on YouTube. That being said, hope that you enjoyed the video. And if you did so, don't forget the usual thumbs up right over there, which is really appreciated on this side of the screen. My name is Roberto, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.